Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Kyle's Corner. Today we're going to go over one of my favorite knitting needles that we have here at the shop at Paradise Fibers, the Addi Click interchangeable needle sets. Now, all these sets are different. There's 4 different sets here. The first one we're going to talk about is just the basic original Addi Click interchangeable needle set. It's our most popular one. This is where this entire family started and originated from. It's a great set. Next we have the latest addition to the family, the Addi Lace long tip interchangeable needle set. Over here we have the standard Addi Lace interchangeable needle set and the Addi Click bamboo interchangeable needle set, or the Addi Natura needles. So there's a couple differences between all the sets. For the most part, they're all similar. They're all interchangeable between each other, which is nice if you do have more than one of these sets. We're going to go into a little bit more detail right now. We're going to start with the Addi Click Basic, the original one that came out. They all come in a well-manufactured case. I don't know if it's real leather or not, but it sure feels nice, and it feels like real leather, so that's nice. It's got a magnetic snap to the front, so it's very convenient. When you do open it, first thing you're going to see is a couple of pamphlets here. Here's this flap. That's what holds all of your cords. You also, with every set, get the gold Addi heart and the Addi interchangeable needle gauge, so that's pretty convenient as well. Now, this particular set, the cord sizes that you get are 24-inch, 32-inch, and 40-inch cords. So you can see the cords there. That's all the cords that come in this set. There is additional cords that you can purchase. And as far as needle sizes go, this one has the largest amount of needle sizes available. They have size 4 through 15. And there's also this connector down here. So say you're working on a project on your 24-inch cord with size 5 needles, and you need to use those size 5 tips for a different project on a different cord. You can take this connector, you can connect it on the cord. It'll keep your project from falling off. You can set it aside for now and work on that other project with these tips. So that's the basic rundown of this. 3 size cords, size 4 through 15 needles. They're fairly long needles. Now the basic needles, it's just like the regular Addi Turbo needles if you were to buy the individual needle itself. It's got a fairly long tip, but the more blunt point to it. It's not sharp like the lace, and I'll show you that in a second, but it's basically an exact replica of the regular Addi Turbo needle. Okay, next we're going to move on to my personal favorite, the Addi Lace interchangeable needle set. I'm a big fan of the lace tips. They're a little bit longer, they're more fine. I knit very tight, so I have a hard time sometimes picking up my stitches when I have those blunt tips. These are nice, got a nice point on them, so I do really well with these needles, especially if you knit tight. I find personally that they work well for me. Now, they did a little bit different design on this case, and we've got some phone calls. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the back of the case. It's got a zipper here, and this is actually the pouch where your cords are. A lot of people called and said, I didn't get my cords. Well, they're there. They're just on the back. They hit them. They changed it up a little bit, so it's kind of a surprise to all of us. I like it better back here rather than in the flap. It's a little bit more convenient for me. The other thing I like about the Addi Lace interchangeable needle set is that this has the most option for cords. So you have your 16-inch cord, your 20-inch cord, 24-inch cord, 32-inch cord, and a 40-inch cord. So with this set, you get a large selection of the cords. That's all the cords that you can actually purchase for the interchangeable needle set. They don't make any additional size cords, so that's nice. As far as needle sizes go, they don't have as many as the basic, but they do have quite a bit of selection. They have size 4 through 11. We also have the connector. You also get the gauge with the heart. Now you can notice that these are noticeably shorter. They're not nearly as long as the basics. but what I do like about them is the point on the needles. I don't know if it's too hard to tell in the video or not, but they do come to a much finer point. It's very easy to knit, especially if you're using finer weight yarns like fingering or lace weight yarns. It's very easy to grab that yarn. These are my personal favorite. I like the length of the needle, and I also like the different cord selection that you get with it. So that is the Addi Lace interchangeable needle set. Now, as far it's really easy to rattle off all the positive things about the interchangeable needle sets. Negatives, we have not got really any negative feedback about these. The only thing that we've been having issues with is people trying to connect the needles and the cords together, and I will show you how to do that in this video in a moment here. But for the most part, it's a well-made needle. They put a lot of time and engineering into them, and they've been great for us. So that was the Addi Lace. Next, we're going to do the Addi Lace long tip interchangeable needle set. This one, it's got a little bit different features to it. It's got just the standard cord sizes, so you have the 24-inch cord and 32-inch cord and the 40-inch cord. So the three sizes that come standard with the basic. These are not in the back, they are in this pouch here with the needle gauge. And this has got a fun pink case to it. It's a little different. When you open it up, you'll notice these are noticeably longer than any of the other tips that we have. They come size 4 through 11, just like the basics. It's got the connectors. For those of you that really like the lace tips, like I do, I typically knit with lace needles no matter what I'm knitting. These are a lot longer. You have more control in your hand. At least I feel like I have more control in my hand. They're not as short and stubby. The only thing you have to keep in mind with these needles is I wouldn't recommend going below a 24-inch cord, and that's why they don't give you the 16-inch and 20-inch in these. Because if you did have a 16-inch cord and you have these long needles, it's going to turn that cord into an 8-inch cord really quick with the length of these needles and spreading them out that far. So it's very, very, very difficult, nearly impossible to use the smaller length cords with these just because the tips are so long. But if you're doing bigger projects or you're using the larger circular needles, these are awesome. Like I said, these are the most recent interchangeable set that they've come out with. They are a little bit different than the standard lace needles that you would buy. For those of you that are familiar with Addi, normally they're gold. These are nickel plated, but they're the exact same needle. They have the fine point to them, and they're an awesome set. And lastly, we have the bamboo or the Natura set. These are the exact same as the basic. You have your 24-inch cord, your 32-inch cord, and your 40-inch cord right here in the front pouch. Also, it's got a different lime green fun case. And as far as needle sizes go, you have size 4 through size 11. These needles are just as long as the Addi Lace long tip needles. So if you do like the feel of those long needles, that's very convenient. They're long, you got a lot of control over them. It's also got the connector, and it's the exact same feel and material of the Addi Natura. If you've ever used those before, it's the exact same needle. Now, as far as connecting these, they're very, very simple to do. If you can see right here, there's some grooves in the end of your connection, and right here you'll see a groove that goes all the way to the very end. So it goes to the very end, across, and down a little bit. You're going to want to line up that line that goes to the end of that connection with the dots on the needle itself, and that's going to slide right in. And if for some reason it doesn't slide right in, just give it a little twist. Once you feel it push in, you twist it clockwise and it'll slide down and you're locked in. To get it off, you push it back in against that spring, you twist it counterclockwise, and it slides right off. So I'll do that one more time for you. Just line these up. If you don't even have to line them up. If you just slide the needle on and slowly touch it down, give it a twist. If it doesn't twist, you're lined up perfectly. Push it down, twist it clockwise, you're locked in. To get it off, push it down, twist it counterclockwise, and it pops right off. So it's a super fun, easy, quick connection. They're well designed. They're a great interchangeable needle set. The other thing I like about Addy and the interchangeable needle sets is it's a lifetime warranty, which to me says it's a great product. It's well made. They're not worried about these parts breaking or anything going wrong with it. They're offering a lifetime warranty with these needles. We've had great feedback. All the different sets are phenomenal. And if you have any other questions at all, comment on the video, ask us about it. Give us a call here at Paradise Fibers. Our number is 888-320-7746. Or you can shoot me an email. My name is Kyle. My email here is Kyle, K-Y-L-E, @paradisefibers.net. Or go to our website, www.paradisefibers.com. Thanks for joining us today, and I hope you like our video on the Addi Click interchangeable needle set, and give us a call if you have any questions.